The Power universe is going strong as ever. With 2 shows completed and 2 others still running, the franchise is basically unstoppable at this point. But what's next? Well, get ready because we are going back in time to where it all started. You heard that right. The next Power show is called Origins, and it will give us a glimpse of how Tommy and Ghost started their drug empire. So let's see what we know so far, shall we? It's crazy to think how far we have come since the original show aired back in 2014. With 4 interconnected shows all tying into each other, it is easy to forget that Power was always about the friendship of Ghost and Tommy. To be more specific, it was about how that friendship fell. So seeing how well they got along had us yearning for more of the golden era of their friendship. Now, Ghost is gone. More on that a bit later. And Power Book 4 will wrap up Tommy's story. This is honestly a perfect time to rewind the clock and remind us of the pillars this franchise stands on. This trip down memory lane also allows us to see setups for more stories in this universe. For years, we have been wondering if Ghost survived and Origins is perfect for setting up his potential return. Like, this doesn't even need to be something big. A simple conversation between our duo, where Ghost mentions the possibility of faking his death, or something along those lines, is enough to implant that idea and get us really excited. What do you guys think? Should Ghost return? Or is it better if we let him rest? Let's discuss it in the comments. But unlike the original show, Origins is set to focus on both of them. Power was solely focused on Ghost's perspective, whereas Book 4 proved that Tommy had what it takes to lead the show. This balanced vision is perfect for this show. I think it complements the progress we have made and the time we have spent with both of these characters, and it makes sense considering that the show aims to focus on their relationship as friends. With this being said, there's a slight problem. It is a given that the actors that originally portrayed these characters won't be returning to reprise their roles. Both Omari Hardwick, who played Ghost, and Joseph Sikora are around 50. No one is expecting them to act like teenagers for God knows how many seasons. Even though I would watch the hell out of that, these characters are going to be recast. But a big draw of Origins is the familiarity we have with these characters, so do you see how this might be an issue? This isn't a 5-minute flashback sequence. This is an entire show. With a good cast, there will be growing pains, and it will take time for us to get used to these new faces, but it will happen eventually. However, there is a worrying possibility that the new cast could end up only carrying the names of our favorite duo and not much else. On the other hand, I feel like the show may give us a few flash-forward scenes with adult Ghost and Tommy, or imagine Power, Origins having a cliffhanger scene at the end of its first season showing Ghost alive. Okay, I'm getting ahead of myself, but the possibilities are endless. Who would you guys cast as the duo? Let's get some guesses in the comments. And if one of you gets it right, I'll give you a shout out on our video about the cast reveal. Obviously, this is up to the casting directors and the actors that will be cast in these roles. I just think it is important to reiterate how vital the casting is. With a show like this, the casting can either make it or break it. However, there is still no official announcement regarding the cast as of yet. This brings us into the production side of things. Power Book 3, Raising Kanan, is currently airing its 4th season with a 5th one on the way, and Power Book 4 is set to complete its run with Season 3. There is no set date for its release, but looking back at past release schedules, it is fair to put it somewhere around the end of summer or the beginning fall of this year. BMF, another 50 Cent production, has the reign over the end of the year. Looking at the pattern here, we see that Raising Kanan releases earlier in 2026, and BMF is slotted toward the end. With Force airing its finale in 2025, the mid-year slot it occupied will be free, making it perfect for Origins to just swoop in and take its place. This puts the possible release of Power Origins around August or September of 2026, with teasers releasing late 2025 and a possible trailer at the start of 2026. Which is good news because it means that there's still time for them to find the right cast and handle the production of the first season. Honestly, I have no problems with the showrunners taking their time to pick the perfect people, because so much of the show rides on us connecting Omari and Joseph's portrayals to these newer faces. It's a big responsibility, and even though I am excited to see the show, I'd rather watch a good show later than a bad show now. Until then, make sure to subscribe to be notified of any updates regarding the Power franchise. In the meantime, the video on the screen may also interest you.